And we back! If you follow me on Twitter, you already know this, but I'm currently in quarantine and health and safety protocol. You might even hear it all up in here, but I'm fighting a good fight, man. I ain't never lost a fight in my life, and I'm not changing that today. Unless you count that one time in 5th grade where there was some twin boys in my class. I ain't win that fight, but I'm gonna win this one. You know, I'm feeling good enough for me to finally get back to recording videos. So today, producer Josh put together Guess the NBA Player by Voice. Back in the day, in high school and early college, I was so in love with the game of basketball that I used to watch almost every post-game interview. But when I say it like that, it makes it seem like I don't love the game of basketball that much anymore. I do still love the game of basketball like that, but I don't have the time to sit here and watch random players in post-game interviews. So I'm trying to figure out if I still remember how some of these players sound and all the other things. This video is brought to you by SeatGeek. Hit that link in the description, download the SeatGeek app and use code Kenny because they're giving you $20 off your first purchase. They've been a sponsor around on this channel for a very long time because they are the only way I buy tickets, whether it be to a Bulls game, to a concert, to comedy. SeatGeek makes it super, super easy. Recently, my fiance went to a Kane Brown concert. I don't know much about Kane Brown, but I knew that she used code Kenny and those ticket prices were significantly less. $20 mean a lot. A lot of good Bulls games coming up. I want to go to a game where one of the homies are playing. So it might be this Suns game, or it might be this King. Let's go to Kings game. Let's go to the Kings game. I need 2 tickets. As you can see, it's nothing but greens, which means that these are good deals. There's that one place that's red. We don't really worry about that. But you get to pick your ticket. And look at that, we got green, almost up front. Almost up front, that's a good deal. Now I can click on this, I see what my view would be like at the United Center, and it can be just that easy, a couple clicks and you got your tickets. So they take tickets from all across the internet and put it in one space, so it's super convenient for you. So hit that link in the description, download SeatGeek, use code Kenny, and get that $20 off your first purchase. And send me a screenshot, man. A lot of y'all have already used that code, and it makes me happy. Some of y'all have noticed this. I love the 2-box where I'm on one side and then the quiz is on the other side. It just makes me feel official. I don't know why. I'm not even sure if it's symmetrical. Am I 50% of the video? Or is it more like 60%? I have no idea. But Guess the NBA Player by Voice. Let's get into it.
You got to be mentally tough. You can't take games for granted, especially in the playoffs. Every game matters. Every possession matters.
This is Ben Simmons. Now, I'm also doing this way. I'm listening to the voices, but I'm also trying to think about the context of what they're saying. I don't know if Josh did that on purpose, but the context of what he's saying is the playoffs. We got to be mentally tough. Those are things that we heard Ben Simmons say, and some of the things that he's still saying to this day. So this is Ben Simmons. Every time I hear Ben Simmons talk, I'm surprised that there's not more Australian in his voice, but I guess he spent more time in America than Australia in his lifetime, so it makes sense that he might not sound like Joe Ingles. But this is Ben Simmons. Why is this one piece of hair always like, is it gonna go back up? Okay, cool. Go ahead, give me my points, Mr. Josh. I'm 1 for 1 on the day. Ben Simmons, W.
Easiest is just showing up, being there. I mean, it's basketball, so that's pretty much come easy to me.
That is LaMelo Ball. I had the honor of interviewing LaMelo back when it was after high school, but before he went to play in Lithuania. And at that time, he was only like 6'3", 6'4". I didn't expect him to get all the way up to, what is he, 6'6", 6'7" now? But his voice has stayed the same. I mean, the dude had ball in the family. He's had a microphone in front of him for like 20 years of his life. You know what I'm saying? So everybody should know this voice if you're an NBA fan. Give me that one. 2 for 2 on the day. I'm still remembering voices, ladies and gentlemen. It can be just that easy. NBA hoop head here.
I'm with you, Eddie. They be playing with my name sometimes. So, sometimes you just got to come out here and show them.
Yes, sir. This is the book. Go ahead, give me those. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in the Call of Duty streams with D-Book. Not like with him, but I used to be a viewer. I rated him once upon a time when I used to stream on Twitch. That chapter of my life is pretty much dead now. But when I rated him one time, he was like, "Hey, yo, Kenny, thank you for the raid." He had no idea who I was, but he said the word Kenny, which is a relatively common name. Somebody clipped it and sent it to me, and I was like, "Hey, D-Book know who I am when he don't." But his teammate does. Shout out to the homie, Mikal Bridges. Mikal's just put in a good name for me.
Big time for us, especially, after coming, off a loss.
Perfect score continues.
We had to, turn the page and, get back in the column we want to be in, which is, the winning column, man.
I interviewed Ja Morant back in the day when he was a rookie, after his Rookie of the Year campaign. G12, I'm not going to forget that. I get that. Easy W. Don't even need the pause for that.
For me, man, it's the same answer, man. I'm just going to get better and get better and get better. There's nothing else for me to do. I'm a professional basketball player. My job is to go in and work on basketball.
Listen, I said before, if I get a Chicago Bulls one wrong, I owe somebody on Twitter $100. That does not start today, ladies and gentlemen. This is Alex Caruso. Shout out to Caruso. Get well soon. Lonzo, Caruso, Patrick Williams, all out with huge significant injuries for the Bulls. 2 of them being wrists. 2 of them happening within a week's time. Our 2 best defenders get injured within a week's time. Hey, the Bulls were number 1 in the East. Before that, I'm a little bit afraid of where they're going to end up in these next 6 to 8 weeks with Lonzo and Caruso being out. But I'm going to get my point here. That is Alex Caruso, the bald mamba. Next one. Are we perfect from the fields?
I think the first thing, is chemistry. I think it starts with what we do in the locker room. We didn't start the season off great, and we kind of looked at ourselves in the mirror and it was just like, how are we going to get better?
I will say, a lot of voices are super generic. Whoever this is has a generic voice, and that's not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Just majority of people sound the same. He said, we started off the season bad and we're trying to get on a good note. So who is a team, a player on a team that started off not great? It might be doing better. I have no idea. Is it cheating that I'm looking up the NBA standings right now? I'm looking up the NBA standings. A team that might not have started off good, but currently looking solid. I'm gonna have to chalk this one up as an L. CJ McCollum. It's not CJ. CJ McCollum has a unique voice. It's not Dame either. You know what? I'm not even gonna give it a vote or a guess. I'm 0 for whatever on this one. Is Donovan Mitchell? Hey, Don, I was this close to interviewing Donovan Mitchell back in the day. They sent us a free pair of his first signature sneaker. Did not like it whatsoever. But I was this close to interviewing Don. If I would have interviewed him, then I would have got this right because I do not forget an interview. That's a tough one, though. My apologies to the Utah Jazz Nation.
We watch film. What I love about this team, everybody, watches film. Everybody, tries to study the game.
That's back to back. Okay, wait. Okay, we got to get a guess out. I can't go 2 in a row without even getting a guess. I have no idea, by the way. I'm looking back at the standings because that's gonna help me think of players. We watch film. That's a veteran team. PJ Tucker. It's not PJ Tucker. I know PJ Tucker's voice. Reggie Jackson. Chris Middleton. That's a shame because once upon a time, Chris Middleton was one of my favorite players in the league. It was like when he was on the rise to being an all-star, I was going to war for Chris Middleton back in the day. But I don't know if I remember a single time I watched an interview of Chris Middleton. So that's 2 in a row. L's. I knew I wasn't going to go perfect here. So that's 2 in a row. We get back on track right now.
I think it's going to help you in many ways. I'm going to be able to be utilized in a lot of ways that actually fits my strengths.
I said, if I ever get a Chicago Bulls one wrong, I will give away $100 to somebody. Today is not the day. That is Vucevic. What did he say? Let's go back. What did he actually say again?
In many ways, I'm going to be able to be utilized in a lot of ways that actually fits my strengths.
He's going to be utilized in a lot of ways that's his strengths. Vucevic, we need you to be better. Man to man right here. Chicago Bulls superfan to starting center of the team. We need you to be better, my boy. With Lonzo, Caruso, Javante, Derrick Jones Jr., Patrick, with all of the players being out, and Lonzo, and Zach LaVine might playing today, we need you to play at the all-star caliber level that we, you know what I'm saying? There was a stat that I saw today that he has had more games shooting under 40% this season than any time in his NBA career, and it's just not great. We need my boy to be better, and he hasn't been that. But hey, I'm getting 1 point here. Yes, sir. Vucevic, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, back on track. Let's get another one.
You got Shaq, you got Charles. Oh, yeah. Better start giving this team some damn respect. For the work we put in, we got the respect of the players. Now it's time for the narrative to change from everybody else that's putting the message out.
For a moment, I didn't know who this was. I had a little inkling, right? I was like, okay, the voice is kind of unique. It's what he said. He said he need the respect. He said they got the respect of the players, but not the media. What's the team that when they were healthy didn't really have the respect of the people, even though they had an MVP player and a dude that in the playoffs had multiple 50 pieces? This is Jamal Murray. I never realized how much I enjoyed watching Jamal Murray play until he wasn't playing anymore. Get well soon. We need you back on the court, my boy. Need you back on the court.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's confidence is the highest it's been all year. Obviously, we wish it was before, but this is the perfect timing for us, and it's one game, anything can happen. So we're just gonna come out, keep playing team ball, and hopefully get this win.
I'm not sure. It's a player that wasn't born in America, a little European accent to his voice. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say this is one of the Bogdanoviches. One of them. Is it Bojan? Is it Bogey? It's Demo. You know what's funny? I was this close to interviewing him All-Star 2019 in Charlotte, and his team canceled last minute. And it was so unfortunate because we were super excited. I had did research on bro. Not saying I didn't know anything before him, but when I try to interview a person, I want to go deep. I'm going to go deep into their history and their stats and everything. And then they had to cancel. I don't remember why, but they had to cancel. And because of that, I didn't really get the chance. But maybe someday in the future, it's a bonus.
They've done well, but they're trying to do better. They're really trying to make a mark in the league. And, I wanted to be one of the big pieces for them.
I wanted to be one of the big pieces for them. They've done well. But I want them to do better. There's a dude that recently signed or got traded. A dude that recently signed or got traded. I'm only looking at the standings again because I'm trying to figure out if there's a player. I have no idea. Let it play. Malcolm Brogdon. Yeah, I was not going to get that. You going to give me back-to-back Pacers? I don't know if I've ever watched a Pacers interview except for the time I interviewed Miles Turner, which is related to Malcolm Brogdon because I drove into Indianapolis, right? This is a 3-hour drive from Chicago. I drove into Indianapolis. I did my Miles Turner interview. It was the first time I've interviewed an NBA player ever, and it was terrible, but it was the first time I was getting my legs wet. And then the Pacers team was like, hey, since you already here, can you also interview Malcolm Brogdon? And I had to tell him no. And it's not because I didn't like Malcolm Brogdon or anything, but like I said, was a bonus. I try my hardest to know everything there is to know about a player, and I hadn't done my research. I didn't feel confident going into that one, so I had to tell him no. But Malcolm Brogdon, if you're somehow watching this, I know more about you now than ever before, so hit a brother up.
I always tip my hat off to the guys that win the championship since I've been in the league, because
I got this
I don't know what it takes. I haven't won, but I can only imagine. Like I know how hard it is.
This is Jason Tatum. Just had a 50-piece yesterday. Congratulations to you. Crazy stat line. Good stuff. Give me that Taco J.
Just making sure that I'm talked about a little bit, whether you like it or you don't like it.
Aha, Jimmy Butler, Chicago's. Now I was gonna say Chicago's very own. Past Chicago when he stayed here for some time.
Winning mindset, that's what I try to bring on the table, and been doing it, my whole career. Just try to do whatever it takes to win, and I think it's the right fit for me to be here.
This is a European guard. The voice is kind of soft. I mean, I guess big players can have softer voices, but this is a guard, like a small. Okay, all right. I'm looking at standings again. Miami Heat, can't think of anybody European that's a cigar. It's not Patty Mills because he's got an Australian tang. The Bulls don't have it. The Bucks don't have it. It's not Ricky Rubio. Philly doesn't have it. Charlotte doesn't have it. Boston has Schroeder. I'm going with Dennis Schroeder. Give me Dennis Schroeder for 100 points. Yes, sir. There it is. It's okay. Is looking at the standings cheating or not? Because if I didn't look at the standings, I would not have got this one right. 100% I wouldn't have got this one right. But I looked at the standings, and I did get it right. Okay, it looks like we may have got two more maybe with the time we got.
Yo, dog, we got to win. We was on a 5-game losing
This is a good one.
This is a good one. Felt good. I forgot what winning felt like. That joint felt good. Let's keep this going, y'all. Let's keep this going.
That's Cole Anthony. Shout out to Cole Anthony. He just beat my Bulls last night. Shout out to him, man. He's a great interview. I would love to interview Cole Anthony someday. He just looks like a cool dude. And I used to watch some of his streams. If you're an NBA player and you streamed on Twitch, I've been there at least a little bit. Terrence Ross, Hassan Whiteside, Daniel Gafford. I've been in your streams. And same thing with Cole Anthony, whose name is Cole Hilton? Something on Twitch. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like. Let me know in the comment section how many of these you got right, how many you got wrong. I think I did pretty good for a dude that doesn't really watch that many post-game interviews anymore. Let me know how you did. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.